Alright, so I'm going to add this video to the video tonight just for documentation. I hooked my camera up to the computer. It plugs in, it attaches. The computer can tell that the device is there, but I'm not being allowed access to the media files that are on the computer. As of right now, they are basically blocking my access to my videos because there's proof on this camera of harassment, and I need to get that proof off so I can make the videos and continue documenting everything. So right now they're hacking into my camera. I don't have space on it. I need an SD card to have the extra space. I don't have time to go get one because I have to go to work. And as of late, I've been back to eat my chickpeas. They are still constipating me, but I have to eat my chickpeas so I can get that fiber and that protein that I require for my body. I looked in the mirror this morning and I gained like more weight in my midsection here and here. I don't know anybody that works and continues to work and can do 100 miles in 10 days of walking and working and lifting and everything and still be the same 220 pounds, all while eating nothing but fruit and vegetables. I've watched the documentaries. That's not how health is supposed to go. But that's how my weight loss journey is going due to the nanotechnology being integrated into my biology. They are affecting my physiology. So Zerset song, the whole point of it is to discredit you, destroy you financially. Like right now, I'm supposed to be saving up so I can leave. But instead, they sent her down here this morning and she was like, next month you got to figure something out. Like, we need money coming into the house. You were stable before I got here. What happened? You didn't need money before I got here. What happened? And I'm not saying that to be an asshole. If they admit the truth to what's going on, I have enough on my plate as a targeted individual that gets harassed 24/7. But she's been harassing and torturing me my whole life. My mother and my father and my whole family, they know what's going on. But they refuse to acknowledge it because they signed up for it. I was supposed to be a suicide when I was a teenager. They took me through all types of hell. I wish I had it recorded, but I didn't. Now I'm 30 and I'm trying to get it together. And the whole point of the CIA and the FBI is to slow you down as much as possible, keep you from jobs that you are that you have the experience for and that you have the credentials for. They keep you from good paying jobs. They keep you from that's not going to stop me. As soon as I get my license, that's not going to stop me anymore. I'm going to go look for it. But it's a lot of time. They want to consume all of your time, energy, and they want to paint you out to look like this horrible person. So that's why they affect how you look. They affect your appearance in the world. They curate your narrative. They spread lies. But it hasn't been able to break me down, so I just keep going. And yeah, I'm about to head to work. Actually, I gotta catch a ride to work today. I've been working since last Monday. Actually Sunday, Monday, or one day off, which was last Tuesday. And since then, I've just been at work. And my last day isn't until Christmas Eve. The first thing I'm gonna document is the fact that when I came home, that light was on. I didn't have my phone recording because they hacked into it. And as I was just about to enter the house, They said I don't think so, and they turned it off. I even bought a brand new charger to charge it, and um, it wouldn't get past 1%. Um, it wouldn't get past 1%. So I'm gonna charge it now. I'm just gonna tell what it's doing. 1 second, because I sweat. Sweating is not the problem. Working out is definitely not the problem. So I had to sit at work. They drained my phone of the battery, and I recorded this video. I want to say 2 nights ago, and there's another video that goes with this. So they hacked into, well, I described it in the video, but my camera's been here all day because when I hook it up to the computer, I no longer have access to the files because the police are hacking into the computer. They're hacking into my camera and not allowing me to access the files to my body camera. So today, I was working and I was working diligently. I was minding my business, doing my job. That's just how I work. It got to the point where the district manager and the regional manager was in the store, and they said nothing to me. They walked the back room first. Loss prevention walked the back room, and she did her thing. She was like, "Oh wow." And then the regional manager and the district manager came and they walked the back room, and they didn't have no problems. There were no complaints. Nobody said anything to me, and there was a change in my store manager's attitude because I walked. I just so happened to walk upstairs to get another printer, and I seen the loss prevention person just watching videos of me doing the truck, me and the other people doing the truck, but mainly I see me on the camera, on the screen. And I'm like, oh, okay, but one thing I do, and two things for sure, I do my job. At every job, I do my job, no complaints. There can be no complaints. There's cameras everywhere. I do my job and I get it done, and I'm always working. So, as I was working and I was finishing like my second to last U-boat for the night, I was gonna stay the night and get everything even more together, more packed out. But they had someone come into the store and steal my lexicon gun that I use to work, and then they stole my printer as well. And then they had this Gangstalker lady who I recorded multiple times. She's in multiple videos. One where she was standing where I couldn't get through with the U-boat and she acted like she didn't see me. And then another one tonight, I guess she was with her daughter. And they were like, "Oh, your gun? We seen your gun. It was up there. It was sitting on something." And then they pretended to like look with me, and then they walked away. So they had, and then there was like, it was at 4:30. They had two guys dressed in black. One with it wearing a T-shirt that said, "Mental health is real." Like I read his T-shirt and it said, "Mental health is real." And I guess they were the distraction while somebody else pulled me away from my tools because they were pretending like they were stealing or something. And normally I don't even care, but I was just like, y'all really just don't do this. So they pulled me away from my tools. Somebody stole my tools. I'm looking and I'm recording because I don't want nobody to sit here and say, I had started allowing, I don't want nobody to sit here and say, "Oh, it was here, it was there, it was here, we found it here." No, I walked the back room. I checked the boxes. I checked the U-boats. I checked the area that I was sectioned off in, and it wasn't there, which means somebody stole it and misplaced it somewhere else. I walked that whole store, and it was well hidden. I used to, my coworker Maria, she no longer works there because she was going through the same situation. Um, she told me that another coworker used to let the air out of her tires for her scooter her electric scooter that she would take to get home. And she was like, my tire, somebody just keeps letting air out of my tire. And I'm sitting here like, this is the second time that my work gun has gone missing. The first time I didn't have my body camera, and this time I didn't have my body camera. So I think it's real convenient that all hell breaks loose when I don't have a body camera, because I never complain about work as long as I have my camera on me. So there's a correlation. That's the point of this whole video. This is a threat to them. There's a reason that they're hacking into my computer to where I cannot access this, because it records all of the game stalking, and it records the police activity in the store as well. And then I was outside talking with a coworker, and I was telling her about the situation, and then a security officer walks up, and I didn't want to talk to him. But he was like, hey, how you doing? Blah, 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 bullshit. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Like, I don't want to. He shook my hand, and they continued their conversation, and he tried to play nice. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to the gang stalkers. Like, I recorded so much gang stalking activity while I still had battery life on my phone. It's not even funny. The people walked in, they held up their phones. They're wearing green. I know it's Christmas, but they wearing green. They did it at my last job at Dollar Tree because Dollar Tree is green. Like, so much is just going on. And that's just what today was. And that is why I said in my other video from this morning, I'm going to make another video showing exactly when you don't have protection for yourself to record these people. And I'm recording the phone now. This is a brand new charger. And now it was charging because it had completely died. Now it's back at 1% and it's no longer charging. What they do is they hit the outlet, so you need a surge protector. They hit the outlet, they stop the outlet from working, and now it's on 1% and it's no longer charging. They send electricity through the outlet, but it was completely dead. There's a surge protector right here, and now it's charging. So there's nothing wrong with the charger. They're utilizing electricity to um, hit the outlets, surge the outlets out to where they stop working, and then they're also hitting my phone to where the battery won't charge. Now that is direct energy weapons. That is just a completely separate video. I'm so exhausted. It was a long day. We had a good day. Like, my coworkers, I bought my coworker something for Christmas, and then my coworker bought me something for Christmas, and then I got another coworker something else for Christmas. We were having a good, peaceful day, and I was getting my work done. So yeah, they had to sit here and come in with their satanic religion and just completely demolish and destroy everything. But that's the whole point of documenting days like this. I'm unaffected. My phone is going to charge. Right now it's on 2%. It's going to charge. I'm going to figure out this camera, or I'm going to send it back and get my money back. And I was thinking about getting a second phone anyway. That way I could just sit there and record 24/7, 24/7, or get a smaller camera with micro SD cards and something to plug in to read that card. Now this is a completely separate video. Today I ate one meal. I ate oranges, and I had a veggie wrap from Subway. I got some quick because I was working and I was getting everything done. And then I'm gonna list 25,464 steps. 1,414 calories are supposed to be burnt. I haven't burnt, well, I haven't lost any weight. I also, because of the nanotechnology, and I have to document this, I probably should have calmed down first, but I like to document in moments like this, because this is what they do to people. They torture people to the point where they literally cross the line and they are not themselves. You don't recognize them. But I haven't had a bowel movement since I want to say this morning before I left the house. They allowed a medium-sized bowel movement that looked like it had been sitting in there. Actually, two. I want to say one early in the morning, and then probably one at 7 o'clock before I had to go to work. And then I sat down again, and they let like two pebbles drop out or whatever. But two, it's been 23 days on a vegan diet, and I haven't lost any weight. Still 220 pounds. If I was to get on a scale right now, there would be, it would still say 220 pounds. And as of right now, I think I'm at 100 and, because every 20,000 or 25,000 miles is 10 steps. At 25,000 steps is 10 miles. So yesterday I was at 103. Today I'm at 113 miles just for this month alone. And it isn't even a whole month. Today is the 11th day. There's no weight loss. It's a pure vegan diet. So that's why I'm trying to sit here and document and expose what the capabilities for nanotechnology is. They can affect your health. They can give you a heart attack. I think his name was Dr. Duncan. They gave him a heart attack. They can sit here and mess with your brain and mess with your nervous system. The whole point of trying to stress me out in this whole entire day and this whole entire scenario was to stress out the nervous system and stress out the target individual so that they can act irrational, erratic, be pissed off, be upset, and turn into a whole different person and show that they could sit there and show society what they've been telling people about that person is true. So thank Myra May, Omar Martin, Aileen Warnos, Aaron Alexis, not Adrena Art, but she was a targeted individual. They ended up killing her in a car crash. But just think about those people. In order to get the media's attention, they had to sit here and leave the videos and then do something. It, or I don't want to say irrational, but it was irrational. Um, I can't even think of the word right now, but they just had to do something that would be attention catching, that would draw attention to their situation. Of course, it came at the cost of their lives and the lives of others. But that's what they're trying to do to me and many other targeted individuals, which is why I'm documenting this situation daily. No matter what, I'm going to figure out this camera situation, and I'm going to figure out my phone situation as well. All right, so as I was walking home from work, I obviously couldn't record, but as soon as I got to like a little bit past Silver Star and Hiawassee, I captured a picture of there was nobody behind me until I started walking, and it looks like they had some guy following me. But that red light that you see, the sheriff turned on their lights. Everybody in traffic knew to stop. It got right in front of me, but I tried to take a video, and for some reason, for the first time ever, my phone said the battery was too low, and it couldn't record. So by the time I decided to take a photo, he was already driving off almost near the stoplight, but you can clearly see it's not a normal brake light. There was nobody that had their brakes on at that time. I don't think anybody was close enough. If I actually look at the image, again, nobody was close enough to have their brakes on. The light was bright. I wish I would have caught the blue light, but the light was bright enough. I knew who it was. Like you could sit there and tell it's a sheriff officer. But the reason that they didn't let my phone charge is so that they could do shit like that. Gangstalk had the sheriff driving up and down the road while I'm walking to and from work. So that's why when I recorded a video, I actually recorded a video. I completely forgot. I recorded a video of me trying to charge my phone, and I also took screenshots as well. And it shows the time frame where I started to charge the phone to where probably 20, 30 minutes later, whatever, 15, 20, 30 minutes later, the phone still wasn't charging. It was at 1%. So again, all of this was a setup for Gangstalking and harassment. They will hack into your phones. They will hack into your devices. They will hack into your computer, your desktop computer. They will hack into your camera to sit here and constantly harass and humiliate you to keep you stressed out.